Alrighty, 3.13, nerfs to Cocknova and Toxic Rain, Super Scuffed Edition. So, first things first, Mistwalker, 8% reduced, completely gone. We now take 8% more damage, nothing we can do about that. Attack and cast speed. I've already updated the POB for this, but I'll just go over briefly what the difference is. So, we can just barely reach the attack rating need now. All we had to do is pretty much, we take away a life point here, and here off the tree. This has already been your POB, so if you're doing it this league, you won't have to worry about it. And we put the life point back here, and then we just grab coordination. Without this, you get the old 6.5. With this, we get a massive attack speed boost. It was changing 2 points. You still need 85 as a minimum recommended, but you know, it's up to you guys whether you want to do that or not. But that's what we do on the beginner version as you're progressing. So like the second you get your gear, you know, your Lycosidate, your Carcass Jack, all sort of stuff. I think the only thing is that this is a quite well-rolled Koshbree's Malice, so you will need a 14%. That's kind of rough. You need either Divine for this. Divines are quite cheap, but you know, it's entirely up to you guys. That's actually the easier one, so the beginner version is quite forgiving. When we go to the endgame version, right? Just tree. To get the 9.2 is a little bit more specific, so pretty much we used to grab the 2 life nodes up here. So we lose 161 life in this particular version at 8% Chaos Res. Not a huge deal. But what we end up doing is we take Precision again on the tree. This gives us more accuracy and gives us a bunch of movement speed, which is actually quite nice. And gives us back our attack and cast speed, which just puts you over at 9.22. That being said, there's one thing that you're probably not going to notice without me telling you, which is the amulet here, right, has minimum frenzy charges. This actually helps us just barely reach it. So which one is it? It's under endgame gear. All right. So if I was to take away this endurance charge, sorry, frenzy charge, we actually don't make it. So if I go save like this, we just miss out on that 9.1 breakpoint. Yet again, these are also well-rolled Koshbrees. So getting a well-rolled Koshbrees is really valuable. There are plenty of ways around this, guys, which is we've got plenty of other spare points on the tree. You know, you could literally just get attack and cast speed in other areas. There's also the Enchant Per Quality you could also get if you really needed to. I wouldn't worry about it that much. I would just grab these extra points. If you wanted to, you could also just grab this. It does the exact same thing. Yet again, up to you guys how you want to do this. It's 1 extra point. Very, very doable. So the attack speed nerf or whatever, not a big deal. The reduced damage taken, nothing we can do about it. I think it's kind of annoying, and it is a big deal because there's nothing I can do to get it back. That's whatever. The next thing that nerfed us was about 30% movement speed. Now, we actually get 5% back from grabbing precision. So that's not all bad there. Also, the extra elusive effect here, we get 50% elusive effect instead of 25. Pretty much that gives us, if you just imitate this one, extra 3% dodge, attack and spell dodge, which is really, really nice, and gives us back 8% movement speed. But as you guys know, this is like a very, very temporary thing. So overall, we get back 13% movement speed, kind of. But, you know, we pretty much cop a little bit of a movement speed nerf. Putting it out there, this won't break the build or anything like that. It's still you know, super viable. We still got plenty of movement speed. Not a big deal. So like I said, we get 5% back here, and then we get 8% on the node. We do get a little bit more spell and attack dodge. We lose 167 life. That's pretty much everything for it, eh? Not really a big deal overall. So if anyone thinks that the build's dead, I'm pretty sure that was everything for the assassin, right? Yeah, that's everything. That's everything we lose, yeah. So we get a little bit more accuracy on the build too, which is going to be a little bit more forgiving for other people. Okay, so that's pretty much everything you need to know about Ice Nova. Cast on crit is fine, like it's not going to, you know, die anytime soon. So on all versions of the build, we go back to cluster. Ooh. Go back to gold gear. Go to the actual Ice Nova damage. We're still tailing up. That'll do all game. Still got 6.2k life, which is, you know, more than reasonable in a min-max sense. You can always get other stuff. Like I said, I have like double corrupted Koshbrees for more crit chance. You can get more attack speed there. You can get additional projectiles and stuff like that. There's plenty of other tricks, which I'll be going over in like a more detailed thing later. Pretty sure you guys may have seen this on stream, but we also have like a hybrid ES version we're currently using as well. It's got a lot less damage because I need to get +3 levels on a chest piece like this, but you know, I'll go over all that another time. Actually, it's not even worth mentioning right now. There's also a lot of other different versions, but for now, this version's been updated. You guys can just grab this in the POB. Aside from these attack speed nodes, that is every single change for it. We don't really lose a great deal of damage. We just lost a little bit of movement speed, and we have to change around the tree. we lost a super small amount of health, and even less so with people that don't have a lot of health in the first place. Like these two nodes on a less geared character don't mean a lot. They don't really mean much to me, even in a high geared character either. It's 2 life nodes, not the end of the world. Anyway, okay, so now we're going to go over the Toxic Rain changes. Toxic Rain I've also updated, although not all of them. I haven't done like the leveling tree or anything yet. I've only got limited time. Which one was it? So I updated done the 8 arrows version. I'll get to these other ones later. I'm not expecting people to get this kind of gear, even with harvest crafting back. It's very limited right now. But we're just going to go over the 5, 7 arrows version or whatever it is. What changed on this? Oh yeah, we got buffed. Yeah, like literally Pathfinder just got buffed. It's pretty crazy if you think about it. So we used to have to come down here and get Master Toxicist because these were linked. And, you know, we had to take this node here, which gave us like 5% flask effect and a poison duration, which meant nothing for our build. And then we would get like 10% more to chaos attacks. Well, that's now just been straight up changed to 15% more. So we got damage boost there, which is really good. We get more conversion to chaos, which is just also kind of quality of life. No idea why we needed that. So we got more conversion, more chaos damage, which is actually crazy now. So like we just got more chaos damage. And as an added bonus, we now get ailment immunity. So we literally got 2 extra ascendancy points, and we get 10% increased flask charges gained. So we got more flask, and we get ailment immunity, which is really good. So you ever been on shocking ground and taken like 50 or 62% more damage? Well, that's no longer a thing. You remember that, was it the freeze immune flask we got, which I also probably need to change? I think I have a freeze immune one. You see this freeze immune flask? You can change that. You can't change the flask, but you can change the thing to like poison immune or something like that. You know what I mean? We are now ailment immune, and we get more damage. So yeah, and we get more flask effect. Sorry, more flask charges gained, and the flask effect. So Pathfinder actually got better, like absolutely better. No nerfs, only buffs. Super sick. So pretty much that's like the TLDR right there. By the way, for anyone that's also wondering, I picked this one because I believe it's just like the biggest thing in the world for you. You know, like it's probably the best you could do with the nodes anyway, at least in the endgame sense. This one is also good. You can't really go wrong, but we don't crit, so it doesn't really mean that much to me. And I just have an instant bleed flask that gives me all my health back and recovers 6% of your life. 6% of like, was this 400 in the early game version or whatever is not a great deal. Actually, it's just got endgame gear on it. Yeah, I'm not like crazy fussed about that one. That's pretty much all the changes there. Then we got like obviously the min-max versions. I'll slowly update those over time, guys. But yeah, that's pretty much all the changes. Pathfinder completely buffed. Grab your immunity. Cocknova, we lost a little bit of movement speed. We change around the tree and we get back our attack speed. The 8% reduced is pretty much everything. So that's the TLDR, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. Peace out, guys.